once you've downloaded the software and installed it and started the hot potatoes, then you get a screen like this. So here you have the different exercise generating components, and here the masher allows you to sequence the activities, and we'll come back to that later. So let's just show you the basics by doing a little test close exercise. So we just click on close and it will load the software. Just adjust that. So here we are with the, you're now the courseware author, so you give a title to your exercise. Let's call it articles. Then here's your text is going to go. You can type in your text or paste in some text. So there's some basic text, and you could auto gap and have the software delete every nth word, or you can kind of create gaps to suit your particular purposes. So let's quickly just do a couple of those, and we could take particular elements here, the nouns or the verbs or whatever you want to focus on. Let's just do it very simply. Let's just take some articles just to illustrate. So let's just say, okay, we're going to take this. Here's the word a clue. What kind of noun? Follows. Alternative correct answers. So 0 might be a bit difficult there, but if the is an alternative or and, then you can put that in here. It's okay, and then it's just highlighted, sort of saying this is a gap, and we can clear the gaps if you want to. So here's another article. Again, I select that, make a gap, say okay. Here's a nice article, create a gap, no clues, no alternatives, do okay, and so on. So there's, let's sort of say we have the gaps that we want. Now the important thing is that here, you are the author, you are creating the software, creating the exercise, and so you're dealing with this in authoring mode and seeing it as the creator and not as the user. So we need to distinguish these two levels. So here's something where you can make your exercise, save it, work on it some more, and so on. So if we do go to save and sort of say, let's call this 752 close. First X. Okay, and then just do save. Now that saved the file as a close exercise. Now we want to create the version that the students will see, the kind of the interactive version which we can post on the web. So to do that, we can either go to File and do Create Web Page, standard format, or we can click on this little icon here, which is the same thing. And so now here the extension is HTML. And so that means that what we're doing now is creating a web page. It's keeping the same first part of the name. So let's save that. And then it gives me these options. Do I want to view the exercise just using my browser? Do I want to upload it to some website? And at a later date, we might be able to upload your exercises to the kind of Moodle website and kind of incorporate them in that website. Now let's look at the exercise in the browser. Okay, and after a while we see the exercise. A little bit small here, but here's my title: exercises, gap fill exercise, and then here's some blurb, default blurb, and then here is the gap, the text with the gaps. And so here's the clue, and then I just type in the words in the gaps and do the check, and I got I guess I got one right. Okay, so that is the essence of you doing the authoring exercises using hot potatoes. So again, this is showing you the interactive web page that the students would see and interact with, and you don't have to worry about any of that complication. If I close that, then we're back to the authoring page, and if you want to add more gaps or make some changes, let's add a gap here, do OK, and then we do save as. So now we're saving this JCL file, which is the close authoring file. I can do save. Okay, yes, I want to replace it. Okay, so that's the kind of technical basics. There's quite a bit more. On the technical side, you can have lots of options for configuring the format of what you're creating. So here are those default instructions. Here are the different prompts and feedback, and the buttons and the appearance, and you can add a timer and so on. So there's lots of ways you can configure the output in that way. You can also add text, add pictures, a video, and so on. So you can spend some time to work out some of the extensions to this basic format that you want to use, and that's kind of one thing to be thinking about, apart from the content and what you want to do with this basic close format and gap format and so on. But let me just close that for now, and then we just sort of see, we can go back to this main page and just see that there are other variety of exercises which you can work on. So you can end up with a series of exercise types and then possibly put them together into some kind of sequence.